Welcome back, Dynamic Gang. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. So I want to do something different. I know that we do art on this channel, and but we also do a lot of the other hobbies that I like to do. I collect toys. I actually been on hiatus by collecting toys because a lot of the toys that are coming out now, unless you're going to like the Comic Cons or San Diego Comic Cons, it's just I don't think they're what they used to be. But if you watch the channel, you know I'm a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I grew up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I didn't grow up playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out in like, what, 96, 90, I want to say, yeah, 96 or 97. So I didn't want to start getting into it when I was 98, 99, somewhere around there. So it was already close to me graduating high school. So I'm not going to say I grew up playing it, but I was very heavy in playing it. We'd go to locals, and I'd actually go to, like the regional tournaments and stuff like that. Never went to YCS. Actually, no, I went to one YCS, I should say. But anyway, to get back to what I was saying, I went on eBay the other night, just browsing, just goofing around, and to get to the point, I saw Metal Riders, which I had 3 booster boxes of that. And one Metal Riders were going for like $6,000 for one booster box like this. So I went out today and I bought this. It cost me I think it was $102 after taxes. Go into your local comic book store and you buy this, right? But a lot of times when I bought the booster boxes, I would buy it like pre-order it. So it would only be like $60, $70. So I would buy 2 at a time. So it would be like $140. But I know that comic book stores need to make money. So they're the middleman. When you're pre-ordering it, you're cutting the middleman out. That's why it's only like $70, $60. But if you're going to like comic book stores or anything else that has these kind of boxes or tins, you're going to be paying like $10 to $20 more just because the comic book stores need to make a profit on it. Of course, that's how it is. And you want to support local business, right? To a certain point. I don't ever think YuGiOh Cards or anything is worth $102, but apparently one card, okay, for me, what was it? Tour Guide of the Underworld, I think it was, or Underworld of the Tour Guide, whatever that one was that was in Extreme Victory. That card, when it first came out, was like, what, $150? Just because it was able to, you would summon it, and then you would be able to get Sagan, and then when Sagan goes to the graveyard, his effect would pop off even if he was in an XYZ. So he was the Tour Guide was one of those cards where it was like a big deal. And there was other numerous cards like Effect Valor and everything else that were like $50, $60 at the time. Or not at the time, but like 2 or 3 years prior to that. Or maybe even 4 years. And that was another one I checked out. So you remember Honest, that was part of Lightsabers? I'm sorry, not Lightsabers. Lightsworns. So when he first came out, that card was ridiculous. So now that one, I think it was Light of Destruction, that booster box, I will put everything on the screen. You can see it. It's $24,000 for one booster box. I had all these. That's what's crazy. And it's crazy that this kind of stuff, it's crazy. And of course, I'm going to be showing you all this on the screen and everything you'll see. You can go to eBay, you're bidding and all that. But I mean, to be a vendor in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is probably more profitable. I mean, it's not as fun as playing the game, of course. And you know what sucks about this is you can't open this up. Once you open this up, and remember back in the day, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, they didn't have the Konami, at least on the tins. They didn't have the Konami on the shrink wrap. What they did was they just had regular shrink wrap that went around, so anybody could have just opened it up and then took a heating gun and just shrink wrapped it back up. But now they got this where it's like Konami, and so you can't really break the seal. So that's also another good thing. But I just want to touch base with you guys what I've been really researching, and Yu-Gi-Oh has always been in my life. I try to walk away from it. I sold all my cards. I got after I sold my whole lot, what was it? It was, I think I got almost like 34, I want to say almost like $34,000 for all my cards. That was all my binders. That was all the tins. That was everything. You know, I literally sold my whole collection of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I mean, I started from when it first came out all the way till 2015. So from 1999 all the way to 2015, all those cards were gone. And I got like $34,000 for it. Or $3,400, I should say. $3,400. So, with all the money I dumped into Yu-Gi-Oh!, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I really made... I probably didn't make my money back, to be honest with you. You know? Because every... You know, there were certain cards that I actually bought, like Infinity Barrier. There was a few other cards I would drop like $50, $60 on just for one card each. So I kind of lost money on that whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing, but all my cards weren't in the greatest condition either. So I know conditions have a lot to play in it. But to get back like what I was saying, you know, me and my wife already talked about it. We're going to be investing a lot more. So the new Yu-Gi-Oh tins for 2021 are coming out, I think, September 30th or October 1st, one of those. And we already bought like a whole box. I think a whole box of 12 tins ran me like $280. I think it was $280, somewhere around there. So we're getting 12 of those tins in, and we're not touching them. Maybe 5-6 years from now, and we're gonna see how that, you know, how that's gonna, you know, go up in value. Because if you look at some of these tins, like the Starlight, like the what's the Stardust Dragon tin, that one's going for like $3,000. That's just one tin. You know, there's gonna be, and the one card that's gonna be really good to get in that was, it's like a quick play card where you're able to chain it to any hand traps, or basically any, I think like any card you can really chain it to, and it's supposed to remove that from playing. That you can't, nobody with that copy can play that card for the rest of the duel. It's a crazy card. It's going to change a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh mechanics. That's what a lot of the channels that I've watched have been saying. But that's one of the reasons why I have been thinking about going back into just becoming a Yu-Gi-Oh vendor. I don't think I'll become a Yu-Gi-Oh vendor. I'm just doing this for like an investment, you know, because years and years from now, I mean, look at all the Pokemon, look at Magic. These are all cards, like, yes, Yu-Gi-Oh reprints itself, but to get the first edition in English, you know, see, English edition, first edition right there. So I mean, like, we'll see what it looks like. 5-6 years, God willing, I'm still going to be around. But you know, just like anything else, this is going to be just like comic books. We'll see exactly how good it is, and we'll take it from there. But anyway, I just want to touch base with you guys. If you guys are interested in investing in Yu-Gi-Oh as a vendor, or not a vendor, but somebody who just wants to buy booster boxes and then later on and sell them, because I'm so mad at myself for not holding on to these cards. Well, not even not holding. I'm so mad at myself for even opening up the booster boxes. But when you're young and you're playing the game, how else are you going to get those cards, right? So it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like, you know how that old saying goes, right? Like, if I could take what I know now and put it in a younger me, whew, I'd be dangerous. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we got more stuff coming. We're going to do some more airbrushing and wood burning. Probably like maybe tomorrow or the next day. But definitely new videos coming. We're going to get on top of it. Thank you again.